Yo, 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 we are back. We are in a new space. Yeah, let's catch up a little bit. It's been a minute. First, I've been gone, but we'll address that in a later time. This video is dedicated to my nephew. Jaylen is the coolest 16-year-old anybody be able to meet, you know. And I think, why am I bringing this up on a Photowalk video? It's because I got to teach my nephew how to do film photography, vaguely. And so let's go ahead and talk about that. So my nephew finally came to visit me over the weekend, and it was really exciting for me because he's from like the small town in the middle of nowhere. Not even worth mentioning. However, he's been wanting to come to the Bay Area for a really long time, and I recognize that the Bay Area provides a different experience around exposure, around art, around different air quality, if you will, right? Outside of Chevron, shouts out to Richmond. But he came out here, and at 16, if I would have picked up a camera, I'd probably be further along in my photography career. I'm happy where I'm at, and I think I'm only getting better, but I wish somebody would have slowed me down and said, hey, here's a camera. And that's what I did for him. And cool thing is, he's been watching me be a photographer and be a videographer, cinematographer, whatever you want to call me, for years. So it was really cool for us to be able to have that shared experience together. And for me to be able to sit next to him and teach him, and you know, it's the joy that I get to experience or feel with that. It's crazy. My goal was, because I'm a cool uncle, was how do you get a 16-year-old that hasn't been exposed to stuff like this in the Bay Area, like the cool stuff, the views, just the general coolness and chill vibe, how do you expose him to photography in a real way? And I kind of figured it out. I kind of made like a impromptu itinerary, and the itinerary was really centered around getting on the ferry. Unfortunately, we couldn't get on the ferry, but he was just excited to be hanging out with me anyway, so I made a pivot, and I think I made the right choice. We hopped on BART. BART gets a hard rap. I took BART every day from 8 to, I don't know, maybe 12 to go to school, so I don't really have this negative experience on BART, and neither did my nephew. It seemed like he kind of enjoyed it because it's something he wasn't used to, and I got to observe him like watching everything and taking these deep breaths. And one of the things I was like, it was funny to me and a little ironic. I told him, I said, hey, you can use your camera at any point. He was like, it's my camera? I said, yeah, I don't want it no more. It's your camera, but you can use it. And he was so used to shooting things on his phone that by the time he actually shot on the camera, he was like, oh, this is crazy. I don't want to think he was nervous to shoot. I think, well, he might have been nervous, but I think he was so used to taking pictures on his phone. I really wanted him to slow down and take pictures with his camera. Also, I'm a little rusty. I think if you don't use it, you lose it. And so I haven't necessarily been shooting at the clip that I want to, because I've been focusing on other projects. I got some stuff coming eventually, but we'll get there again another day, because this episode is about me and my nephew doing a photo walk. We get off BART. When we get off BART, we just start taking him different walks. As much as I wanted him to shoot, and we did shoot, I just wanted him to be able to experience the city life. You know what I mean? And he was shooting with my Canon AE1 with some slide film, which is really cool. I wanted him just to shoot with something. We went and got him a pack of Kodak Gold 200, which he was really excited about. But I wanted him to take his time and shoot with the roll that he had in his hand. I also wanted him to kind of get a feel of what he likes and what he doesn't like when you come to taking pictures. I've always said, like, me and you could stand in the same spot and have identical cameras, but probably take different pictures because our eyes see and orient to things differently. And so I was also really clear that he was probably going to see things differently than the way I seen them. Unfortunately, I don't have his film developed right now. However, we'll be developing it next week because he's gonna come hang out with me, and when he gets it developed, it's gonna be a really good time, and we'll even go through it if he's okay with it. But we really got to spend some time together and take some really cool pictures. I also want to call out that I also have other photos that I'm about to show you guys right now that I had been shooting up until the point my nephew got here. I know I've been gone for a while, but I do have some photos from maybe the last couple weeks that I can showcase you guys, as well as some whole other photos that I'm gonna make other videos about. So why don't you guys take a moment and look at these photos right here. This video is for my nephew. Being with him over the weekend inspired me to be a creative again, like in a real way. I haven't really taken photos because I've been so busy with other things. So I was really excited to be able to do the things, you know what I mean? And he inspires me. I think he's brilliant, and I think the world's gonna be so lucky to be able to experience his art, whatever art medium he takes, whether it's music, whether it's photography, whether it's videography, whether it's writing, whatever it is. Jaylen has so much to offer, and it's gonna be my job as an uncle to help pull some of that stuff out and cultivate it with him. So that's what I got for y'all today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys check out my website, and I will see you very soon. Later, guys.